Hello world, my name is Savorinen. Hello world, my name is Savorinen. Jukka Savorinen. Hello world, my name is Savorinen, Jukka Petteri Savorinen, and I have a very important message for all people all over the world. Albert Einstein opened physics Pandora box with that idea about curving space. There is no this kind of space which doing tricks. No way. No this kind of gods like antique gods Zeus was. This expanding space, no. Curving space, no. Waving space, bubbling space, no. Space is infinity, three-dimensional place, stage, stake, which is nothing. And only losers explain phenomena with this kind of hocus pocus space. It's not space which is expanding. Nucleus of atoms expanding and recycling dark expanding energy, which is also dark expanding pushing force, like a zillions and zillions dark expanding pushing force particle, which can create new electron when you send like a one expanding photon that way. Where is this nucleus of atom? You can make a new electron when these expanding photons interact with these zillions expanding dark pushing force particle, which start expanding faster, and they don't have a time pushing each other away same way what they expanding, and then born new electron, you know. And these nuclei of atoms, they don't have to check out all the time where these electrons are, because there is no these electrons at all. Nuclei of atoms just expanding and recycling dark expanding energy, which have a nature of electrons and photons, which also expanding. And these expanding light waves, which is dark for us, interact with each other and get each other expanding faster and faster. And that's why expanding light moving faster and faster, same way what matter and light expanding. And this is the key for theory of everything. We can explain this cosmology's way redshifted light without expanding space, because these light waves, which is dark for us, expanding and interacting with each others. And this old expanding light, which is not so fast, but our own galaxy clusters expanding light is, this speed acceleration when this light interact with each others, these expanding light dark waves interact together, and this new energetic faster expanding light can acceleration that the old expanding light speed, and then is redshifting cosmology's way, and that's the way it's going. When you drop apple, you're thinking about this apple moving that way where is Earth center. But this movement, it is illusion, because this apple expanding, and you need pushing force to pushing that expanding apple away from expanding Earth center. And when you drop this apple, it's still pushing away from expanding Earth center, but not so fast for this expanding Earth skin surface. And that's the way it's going. And there was also already illusion that like a sun moving, but it's not moving. Orbit galaxy center, of course, but this movement what we can see, it's illusion, because Earth rotation and orbit sun. And this apple falling down, it's not moving that way where is Earth center. This is also illusion, and this is really relative what Einstein never could figure out, you know. Time is relative, but also substance volume matter size is also relative, and that's the way it's going. Just forget the stupid idea that space can do in tricks. No way. Space is infinity, three-dimensional place, stage, stuck here, which is nothing. It was never born. It's always been, and it's just stage which don't do anything at all. We can explain everything with pushing force, expanding pushing force. And Maxwell and Poincare already proved that with mathematics. They calculate and using math, and they check out if we explain gravity like with pushing force particle, how fast this particle have to at least moving, and what happens when this particle collide like with nuclei of atoms. This matter should expanding very fast, and this happening all the time for this matter. And it's not problem for space, because space is infinity, three-dimensional stuck, and it's stage. It's not problem for space, this expansion. But of course it's not eternal expansion, because there is this kind of systems outside expanding visible universe which recycling that eternal energy, eternal pushing force. And this system is extremely massive and density, and this system emit energy which have a nature of galaxies. So these galaxies which born inside center to outside and which expanding, it's just huge particle which is like information, this kind of system what we have outside expanding visible universe. And whole system, this our expanding visible universe, moving very fast some direction. If our Milky Way galaxy is centered here and we can see that area, whole packet can be one moment here and then here and then here, and that's the way it's going. And space don't do anything at all, and this light speed is maximum for us, this expanding light speed. Of course this expanding light have to moving faster and faster, same way what matter and light expanding, but this happening all the time because this expanding light space which is dark for us, interact with each other and get each other's expanding faster and faster. And that's the way it's going. Let's think about like a tide. When we have a line like Earth and Moon, there is this dark pushing force particle which can move through each others. And that's happening all the time. And there is activation, this particle expanding faster. And that's why this particle can get this sea expanding faster. And then we have a tide. And of course this particle which coming from moon can go through Earth, and there's a other side Earth, there is this sea expanding also faster, because there is this interaction with this dark pushing force particle, and this sea inside pressure getting bigger and it's expanding faster, and we have a tide other side Earth also. And if you think about like a black holes, there is no black holes, but they can see that there is this kind of black system. And there is like a visible star which orbit that black system. This black system is expanding black star which emit expanding dark light. And this dark photon which expanding, it's much more density. Inside movement it's slowly, inside time is slowly. This dark photon don't interact with our telescope, and that's why we can't see this expanding black star which is expanding. But because these expanding black star emit this expanding pushing force particle all the time, this expanding black star can get this expanding visible star matter expanding faster. And that's the way this faster expanding matter pushing away from this visible star center. That's the way where is this expanding black star. And you have an illusion that this black system have some kind of drawing force or pulling force. But no way, there is no any kind of pulling forces, no drawing force, no curving space. That's why they don't have a theory of everything for physics, because they believe that there is this kind of hocus pocus magical pulling force. They don't understand gravity because they believe that there is pulling force, but there is no, just expanding pushing force. And center of nuclei of atoms, there is congestion areas where there is more that expanding energy, and this congestion areas just recycling that expanding energy, expanding pushing force, and pushing each other away same way what they're expanding, and it's changing that energy which is expanding. Same expanding work, but later different expanding energy, because there is this recycling system in small scale also. And these expanding galaxies was born center to outside. You need two expanding supermassive concentration, which emit this dark expanding matter particle like a trillions and trillions. I'm not sure if I tell that already, but I tell that again because, of course, if you never heard about this idea, it's nice to hear about again same thing. So these expanding stars was born like from nothing, and I predict that they maybe can see with James telescope that there was born like a new star like from nothing, but it's not from nothing because there is these trillions expanding dark matter particle which can move through each others and interaction, and they start expanding faster, and then they don't have a time pushing each others away same way what they expanding, and then start born like a new expanding stars which just pushing away from expanding galaxy center same way what matter and light expanding. Of course first faster, and then they can be more far away from expanding galaxy center. But like now, we don't need dark matter with pulling force because these expanding stars just pushing away from expanding galaxy center same way what matter and light expanding, and that's the way it's going. Substance volume, matter size is relative, just like time is relative. And this is the keyword theory of everything. Just forget the stupid idea that space can do in tricks. Space can't do anything. Space is nothing. Just three-dimensional stage which is nothing. Infinity. And there is this kind of very big scale recycling system outside expanding visible universe. There is this kind of system which just recycling that energy. And after millions, billions or billions years, our energy moving extremely fast through new expanding quarks, and our energy can get these quarks expanding faster. And this energy what we have now slow down, and finally when we stop, there is this area where there is huge pressure because all energy outside this area expanding, and there is pushing force which can squeeze our energy, again very density energy. But because there is coming more and more this energy from outside, this energy pushing our energy, extremely dense energy away from this system center, and we start moving again away from this system center where is extremely pressure all the time, because they're coming all outside that energy all the time extremely fast, and call it with this very density energy and movement slow down, and finally this energy might can go all the way center of this system where is extremely pressure. And that's the way it's going. Now we have a keyword theory of everything. Just tell that idea about for all people all over the world. No, not you, but if you all tell like a few friends who tell few friends, then the scientists can hear about this new idea, and these mathematics people can start works with that idea and making new mathematics for this theory of everything, you know. And that's the way it's going. Einstein wrong with curving space. Well, right with relative time, of course, you know. Okay, cheers, and just Google Savorinen, Uusi Suomi bloggi, there is more information how that universe really works. We can explain all phenomena without these kind of pulling forces and curving space and small scale pulling force like bonding forces. No need for these kind of systems. Okay, cheers. I think I'm going to drink one beer, at least one. Yes, that's what I am going to do. Okay, cheers.